by storming bracket. What's going on, everyone? So this is, of course, Sergey of SkynetGen.
How's it going, guys?
You guys know me, Chad Sporn. We're here to do a Barnes & Noble's Criterion haul. I was originally supposed to wait.
The time is now 6:55. Just a reminder that Shamrock Mall will be closing at 7 p.m. in 5 minutes.
Oh, got 5 minutes to do this, guys.
Convenience until 9 p.m., but we'll lower the gate to the mall entrance once the mall is closed. Thank you.
So we might be stuck in here, guys. But no, in all seriousness, we're here to do a Barnes & Noble's Criterion haul. It's 50% off, so we'll be, going back and forth, showing what we're going to be looking at, and then also what we'll be picking up. Sergey's probably going to get like 60. I'll probably get like 1 or 2. So also, as a caveat, this is my second time coming here. I did come earlier a couple weeks ago, and so this
you got your 60, right?
Yeah, I got 4. I'll tell you guys later what I got in terms of those 4. But all right, guys, let's get started.
No Michael Bay shaky cam.
You just gotta be like explosion. Like, all right, guys, America, hoorah!
There is a couple Michael Bay Criterion films, aren't there? Just
There
not
are.
on Blu-ray.
Yeah, not on Blu-ray. When they first came out with Criterion, I was like, oh, let's have a couple Michael Bay films. Let's have, I forget if it was Armageddon. No, it was The Rock. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I don't know this time if I'm gonna do any blind buys. It depends on if I see anything where I'm like, all right, yeah, let me blind buy it. Ooh. Do I want to get it?
Oh, Crash. Okay.
Do I want to get
I
it?
still haven't seen that. I'm waiting on you.
Here's my thing. This is like the perfect movie night movie.
Well, double feature of that
And the other Crash.
No, not the other Crash. That other film from 2 years ago, or a year ago, I guess. The French film.
Oh yeah, Titanic.
There we go. Yeah.
That would be good. By the end, everyone will have a fetish for cars. Yeah, my one friend loves cars. I'm like, you should watch Crash. He's like, what's it about? I'm like, it's cars.
Who? Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I might get this. Dead Man. I part of me wants to kind of almost do like a blind buy, but I knew you are a big fan of it,
Yeah,
so I'm like,
yeah.
maybe
I don't know.
maybe not. I'll go back on it. Fantastic Planet, same thing. I know you weren't a big fan of it. Probably.
It's weird. It's definitely worth a watch.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch it. It's been on my watch list for a while. Shocking, I know. There's a lot of movies. Ghost World. Last time I almost blind bought it. I think part of me wants to, but I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna leave it there. Great Dictator. We're talking about Charlie Chaplin. Part of me wants to get this. I liked the movie. I liked The Great Dictator, but I didn't love it. So I think for now, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's see. Ermazeff liked it.
That was a one-time watch for me. Maybe.
Yeah, I still haven't finished the show. Look, I liked it, but I just haven't continued watching it. Bohemian, really, really good. Beast of No Nation, I want to pick this up so bad, but when I look at the back, it's 2K mastered. So I'm like, why? Because I'm pretty sure it was shot on 4K. I'm like, why wouldn't you have it on 4K? So I'm just like, just gonna wait. I'll wait it out. Frustrating though.
Clute is a pretty good title.
Yeah, this was another one I almost.
You've seen it?
No, I almost blind. You know, I'll put it in file. Said I wasn't gonna blind buy, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in file for now.
I would add it to the list too, but that's probably later, much later down the line.
Oh, what was it? I saw something. Estrada, I still need to watch. Oh, here it is. You still need to show this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Lost in America.
America. Only in America.
Only in America, can you say? We're already towards the end. Sounds of the Lambs, love it. No, that's a no-go. Maybe it was Blu-ray. Yeah.
Not the right appetite today.
Yeah, it's something. Princess Bride, my wife, she loves this movie.
It's a weird cover. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a shocking, I know. I'm not a huge fan of Princess Bride, but I keep saying like maybe I'll give it another chance, and maybe I'll like it. But we'll see.
The Lodger. Is that an Alfred Hitchcock title? Yeah, it is. I still need to watch it.
Probably, I think that's one of his.
It's a silent, yeah. I'm up to like his very early stuff.
I know, I'll give you props. I still need to go through like the beginning of like his filmography. I've seen most of his like later work, but I haven't seen like his other stuff. It's a shame. Speaking of shame, Ingmar Bergman's shame. That's the thing. There are a lot of Ingmar Bergman movies where I'm like, oh, I want to blind buy, but there's the huge box set, and I'm just like, maybe I'll just save up and like I'll get that instead. Thief. I really wants to get that, but I'll wait for now.
You've seen The Vanishing?
I am not.
It's the original. They did do a remake with Jeff Bridges and Sandra Bullock.
Oh.
It is good, but
It's very bare bones back. Like,
yeah.
really, like usually there's
Definitely.
like paragraphs, and it's like it's just a little bit on that one. Oh, this is a great movie. To be honest, I'm so glad that I got it when I did, because now it looks like it's just a Blu-ray. Like the one I got, it was like
it came with the little book, yeah.
yeah, book, DVD, Blu-ray. So it was like fat. It was like really good.
Where's that animated film?
Which one?
Waterfront Down or
Oh, Watership Down.
Watership Down, yeah. That's something I'll pick up at some point.
They don't have it.
One of the most violent animated films ever made.
I've heard it's crazy violent.
Yeah, but it's good.
You know, I think I'm gonna check in the front to see if they have in terms of like the newer titles. But for now, it looks like. See, it stinks that they don't have Naked Lunch. I'm like looking because Naked Lunch was something that I wanted to get, which is also like a Cronenberg film. And I just feel like 2 titles. It's like nothing.
I can give you some of my titles.
Was that you?
if you just feel like buying anything.
I know. That's the thing. I'm like, I'm blind buy. I'm like maybe with, but I will.
So kind of had a game plan, but looks like a few titles aren't here. I was gonna get Gold Rush.
Such a good movie.
It is.
You seen City Lights?
I haven't. So Gold Rush was actually my first Charlie Chaplin film.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
And I really enjoyed it. 5 out of 5 star film. Not on Blu-ray here, so looks like I'm gonna have to pick something else. And I don't usually do blind buys, so I'm not gonna go for City Lights, but that will be on my next.
What about Modern
That'll be my
Times?
next watch.
What about Modern? Oh wait, no, I think Modern Times. I think that's the DVD.
So there's Circus. That'll be another one I'll watch.
Ooh, they got High and Low.
High and Low. Oh, I have that one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I own it.
That was a blind
That's the one
buy.
I recommended here.
I'm glad you did too, because that was a really good blind buy.
First, we'll pick up Detour.
Yeah.
Figure out what I'm getting, actually. I'm not sure. Yeah, Double Indemnity
That's a great movie.
on 4K.
I'm still trying to figure out if I want to upgrade that, because I have that on Blu-ray.
Exotica is pretty good.
Still need to watch that.
I won't pick like every title I picked last time because I know I'm not going to get it. Like, the Furies I will own eventually, but probably not now or even the next fall. Same goes with the following.
Because I feel like Following, I don't know about you, but Following and Insomnia are like the 2 Nolan movies I don't own.
Oh yeah, Blood Simple. I'll add that to the pile.
Ooh, good movie.
Knew I was missing one.
Oh, your favorite Punch Drunk Love? Boom.
Nope. How's a no?
For the record, guys, if you're new to my channel, I love that film.
There's the Pink Flamingos.
Shout out to Ryan Arcavage for showing us one of the best movies of all time.
Are you gonna own that?
Nah, no, I'm not owning that. You kidding me? It'd be like if someone's like, oh, you want to own Cannibal Holocaust? I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm good. It was just a one-time watch.
Black Poison. Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa. You know, considering it's the last day.
You've seen Onion, the new Knives Out movie.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got one of the songs in here, Mona Lisa.
Oh. I do need to watch Mona Lisa because I actually think you recommended it last time
Yeah, I
because
did.
Crying Game is the same director and I liked Crying Game. Also, your favorite movie?
I will rewatch it. I feel like I was a little bit harsh when I first saw it.
Yeah, guys, for the record, follow him on Letterboxd. He gave it a 2 out of 5. A 2 out of 5. The best Father's Day movie on earth.
Best Father's Day. Followed by the best Mother's Day movie,
Rosemary, exactly. I always say that.
Speaking of which, where's that Roman Polanski film?
Ooh, Chinatown?
No.
Rosemary's Baby?
No.
Oh, Repulsion.
Repulsion, there you go.
Yeah, do they have it?
Yeah, that's a Criterion. I don't see it.
Snap.
Okay, where is... There we go. There we go. Sound and Metal.
There you go.
I'm glad this got the physical media treatment. And in 4K, which is great. So probably if I had to redo like 2 years ago, this probably would be my favorite film of that year.
Really?
Though Piece of the Woman is still a great movie though.
Still need to watch that. Sound of Metal, I should give a second chance. I liked Sound of Metal, but didn't love it the way you and some other friends I have that really liked it.
I don't know if I'm missing anything, but actually I am.
Oh,
Where is that movie that I kept passing up on?
ooh, Memories of Murder.
I mean that too. I don't know why I thought that said Corona.
I think that poster is so cool.
Yeah, but the movie wasn't.
Oh, I forgot you saw it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
I'm blanking on the title, but it's a Russian film. So,
Stagecoach, your favorite John Wayne?
nah,
I'm kidding.
definitely not.
Have you seen
I don't
Miller's
even know.
Crossing?
310. Wait, he's not in 310 to Yuma, the original, is he?
No.
No. Okay.
You would remember. You'd be like, hey, let's go get him, Pilgrim.
The Searcher is probably my favorite. I can't really say I really like any of his movies that much. But we're gonna call it a day until, I'll find that title.
We're back from the Criterion Hall for November from Barnes & Noble. Only picked up 2 titles. They didn't have the 2 that I wanted to pick up, so ended up shopping a little bit on Amazon and picked up a few titles as well. So we'll get started with my first pickup, which was Double Indemnity on 4K. Really great noir, one of the best noir films out there. Billy Wilder so far is 3 for 3 for me. So this is one of the best noir films you're gonna see. Just really great pacing, tension, the anxiety this film causes you is really great too. Acting is superb, the writing kept me engaged the entire time and guessing, which is all I really ask, in a great noir film, to have that, that great atmosphere, the story, the interesting characters, and this just had it all. Next up was The Sound of Metal on 4K. Really happy that this came out on physical media because this was a Netflix film, and better yet, on 4K. 2020 was a year that kind of struggled with films, obviously because of the pandemic, and this was by far one of the best films of that year, if not the best film. Happy that this film did catch on, because for the first couple of months when it came out, it wasn't really getting a whole lot of attention, and more people did end up watching it. And if you haven't, definitely watch this. Fantastic film. Really enjoyed it. Next up is Gold Rush. This is the Charlie Chaplin film. I actually saw this a couple of days ago and really enjoyed this as well. my first Charlie Chaplin film. I've always seen like bits and pieces of his film, of his work, but I've never actually sat down to watch an entire film. Originally put on the 1942 version, and I thought I was going to hate this movie, and then realized there was a 1925 version of this film. That is the one to go. It's just something about silent era films having sound just didn't work for me. It was a movie that they tried to, I guess, edit to fit the new trend of talkie films, and it was really irritating. So I'm glad I was able to find the original version, 1925 version of the film. It doesn't have sound. It's not heavily edited, and scenes are not shuffled around. So really impressed with how well this has aged. The gags still work. The stunt work, believe it or not, I think is really impressive too. In fact, I think there's a few scenes here that inspired Tarantino's The Hateful Eight. Maybe that's just me. If you're gonna watch any Charlie Chaplin film, this is a really good one to start with. City Lights would be another one, but this so far, of the three that I've watched in the past week, this has been my favorite. And last but certainly not least is Les Corbeaux, which is a French film from 1943 that I recently discovered as well. It's set during the occupancy of Germans in France, and they hired this director to make this film to take people's minds off the turmoil in the country, and this movie ended up doing like quite the opposite. It was addressed many like political things that they didn't want out in the open, just like secret abortions, religion, not trusting those around you, always looking over your shoulder. So the film was banned for a few years. Funny enough, one of the characters in the film, his name is Germain, so no subtlety whatsoever with the political statements this film was making. So it was just really fascinating to watch this, given the setting. The writing is really good. It kept me engaged throughout. This mysterious character, the Raven, who's secretly gossiping about all these secrets and rumors in the town, just made it even more intriguing, because you're guessing the entire time, like, who could it be? How is this getting out, right? Who's going to be blackmailing who? So really underappreciated and overlooked film that I'm happy to say I discovered this year, and I wish more people did check this out because it's a phenomenal film. So those were my Criterion pickups for November. I'm going to pass the baton to Chad now with his 60 million films that he picked up on Criterion.
So Sergey and I, we were going to, at Barnes & Noble, to actually show you guys, like, the ones that we had to choose between, and then, which ones we ended up choosing. But what happened was, we looked at the time and we realized that, oh shoot, we were going to be late for the showing of The Fablesman, which is Steven Spielberg's new film. So we obviously didn't want to miss that. So what we decided to do was that I would be filming my half of the ones that I got, and then Sergey would be showcasing the ones that he got. So as I mentioned earlier in the first part of the video, I did actually have, like, earlier in the month, November 19th, I did actually pick up 4 4Ks and Blu-rays from Criterion. So I'll showcase those, and then I'll showcase the ones that I got yesterday, which was the 28th. So anyways, here are the ones that I got on the 19th. So the first one I got was Cure. This is one of the new releases from Criterion. I've never seen Cure. I've heard really good things about it, though, which is the main reason why I decided to pick it up. Especially when I read the back cover, I said to myself, okay, mystery. Okay, I'm in. I love mystery films, so of course I had to check this on. Next up, the Infernal Affairs trilogy. So I absolutely love The Departed. And as a little bit of backstory, I saw The Departed, and I also then saw Infernal Affairs, and I said to myself, this was like 8 years ago or so, I said to myself, I prefer Infernal Affairs trilogy. I think it's much better than The Departed. But I've seen The Departed a dozen times, and this trilogy I've only seen once. So I decided that I would pick this up and revisit it and see if I still like it better than Departed. Kind of curious about that, honestly. But yeah, next up, oh, I forgot to mention the Infernal Affairs trilogy and Cure, both are Blu-rays. Next up is Lost Highway. This is 4K. I did own Lost Highway on the Kino Lore Blu-ray. The reason why I picked it up was because at the beginning of the pandemic, you know, I said to myself when that was released, I was like, okay, you know, it's probably not going to get a 4K release. And of course, 2 years later, Criterion's like, oh, guys, here's a 4K. So I knew I had to pick this up in 4K, and I'm glad that I did because it is definitely an upgrade over the Blu-ray by Kino Lore. It's a really good transfer. It's a new transfer. Looks stunning. That's why you can tell I had already opened and watched it at this point of filming the video. And last but not least, I picked up The Power of the Dog, which, as you can also see, I watched this the other day. This is also a 4K, and I'm so glad that Netflix and Criterion, you know, together worked on this transfer. It looks stunning. It's a really, really good looking film, and it's a film that, upon third viewing, it just seems to get better and better. So it's one that I'll definitely be revisiting many more times in the future. So glad that I own that as well now. But all right, so yeah, that was the first haul. Three ones that well, technically because it's a trilogy, 5 that I had seen before, and then 1 blind buy. Next up, this is an interesting combination. Next up, we have this is for yesterday, again, the 28th, part 2. Crash. This is David Cronenberg's Crash. This is, of course, not the Best Picture winner, Crash. This one I decided to pick up because I said to myself, this is definitely going to be a movie night movie, so let me pick it up. I've seen it once. I felt very conflicted about it, so I'm curious how a second viewing will be, but it's bizarre, and that's a Blu-ray. Next up, we have Panic. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I think it's translated Panic. This was a film that when I was with Sergey and we were like looking around, it caught his eye. And he pointed out to me, and I read the back cover, and I was like, yeah, you were right. That actually sounds really interesting. So picked it up. I checked Letterboxd. Nobody that I'm following has seen this movie. So, but similar to, you know, Cure, it's a mystery film, and it's also a noir film. So right up my alley. I'm hoping that this blind buy is worth it. Next up, we have A Thief. This is a Michael Mann film. This is one that there are so many times that I get comments from my Michael Mann ranking. People are like, Thief's amazing, Thief's great. And when I saw it several years ago, I thought it was solid. So I want to revisit this film. So that's why I figured I would buy it on Blu-ray, you know, and it's a 4K transfer. So looking forward to revisiting a second time and see if it goes from solid to good. We'll see. And last but not least, we have Klut. This is a blind buy. I have not seen this film. I've heard really good things about this film, but I actually don't know what it's about. So very curious about this. This is yet another Blu-ray, but it is also a 4K transfer. But yeah, these are the other movies I got. So altogether, I got 8, although technically 10 if you count, you know, this as a trilogy. So glad I got all of these though. But I hope these blind buys paid off. Thank you for watching this video. I know I'm getting this out a little bit late, but I really do appreciate you guys watching and just, you know, seeing what I got on November 19th and November 28th. Looking forward to July, which will be the next time that I'll probably pick up Criterions. I'll probably pick up Malcolm X, maybe Blowout. I know I own Blowout, but I do want to try to upgrade that to 4K. But guys, again, thank you very much for watching. And what did you pick up in terms of Criterion Blu-rays and 4Ks? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. With the subscription, notification bell, follow me on Letterboxd, as well as Sergey on SkynetGen, with YouTube, as well as his Letterboxd. And I will catch you guys later.